I'm the owner of Bloody Rain Productions, Mixel Plix TV, as well as Mixel Plix Magazine, and the owner of the KSFM Radio Network. We share to about 2.3 million listeners all around the world. I'm a partner to Mr. Chris Nelson, man. This is my partner. Originally from Buffalo, New York. I know y'all see my little New York hat on, but I'm out here working about 30 minutes away. I realized that he had his 11th year anniversary, man, for our time. Yeah. So put your hands together for that guest of honor, man, Mr. Chris Nelson. Yeah. Grab one of them mics there real quick, brother. We don't put you in a hot seat for a minute. Come on.
Please support the vendors, please. Support the vendors. It's really important. Thank you.
Yeah, well, let's have a seat. We should have a seat. We'll put you in a hot seat for a minute. So, Chris, I'm just saying, bro. This location right here had me parked like 3 blocks down. I'm walking through Philly with a book bag on and a New York hat and a red shirt. Wasn't cool. And the Phillies just lost.
Yeah.
Not
cool. What can you say?
Our Time Entertainment, man.
Yes.
Why? You know, you're a young black man to be able to have a successful business like this, moving into 2023 and 2024. Why do you even do this, man? Is it worth it still?
Yes, it is.
Why is it?
Because I'm control my own destiny. Control your own destiny. That's what it's about.
So it's like when young people in the hood, even today, still be talking about, oh man, I'm stuck. I ain't got no choice. This is what's got to happen. Is that what is the rhetoric of it? Is we do have a choice. We can make our own destinies. Because you call me king of rock, but I'm feeling that.
No matter how hard it takes, just do your thing. Take on, control your own destiny, your own vision, and no matter how hard it goes, it gets, keep it going.
Okay, perfect segue. How hard it gets, 11 years, bro. What are some of the trials and tribulations that you've gone through that you might want to share? I know we do our little late night conversations, but what's some of the things that you may want to share with everyone that you've had to go through just being here to be able to do these type of things today?
Wow, there's so many of them. Just getting started, no matter how rough things get, you know what I'm saying? With the festival, there's been a lot going on around the city, behind the scenes for the festival, trying to get that started, dealing with the politics of Morton, PA, which I love, my hometown, Morton, PA. So just dealing with the politics and dealing with different characters, different energies, stuff like that. But I had the Most High on my side, I had friends and family members and community on my side too, that kept me going. I have a crew, I have a new crew. It's been around with me for a couple of years now. You're going to hear from them in a few minutes too. But yeah, just perseverance. I'm a Taurus, so I keep going. No matter what it is, if I want to do something to make it happen, that's what it is for me.
You've done a lot, man, and just sitting here, we can see how much you've been doing. Make sure y'all get one of them shirts because I'm running the table, so I'm trying to get a commission, something off that. But you've been doing a lot, man, and I mean, tours and concerts. I seen you on YouTube one time. You was out of town in Africa or something, doing some things. What are some of the things that maybe young artists that may be here with us or just watching the video now need to understand about the perseverance that you just described on how to be able to do those things? Because they say it ain't about what you know, it's who you know and how much money you got.
Yeah.
Is that where it stands, or is there another way?
Yeah, fundraise. Fundraise, ask people that believe in you to, and also strangers too, online. But fundraise, if you want to go somewhere like Africa to L.A., to come to Philly, like you can come to Philly for work, whatever that, put your money out and fundraise. Don't be scared, don't be afraid to ask for help. I mean, it took me a while to actually realize that, understand that, to have a crew. You know what I mean? So, cause I'm always doing it by myself, but I think the Most High, I have a crew now, a small crew. My crew got a song, my Rock Station Band, and my new crew, which you'll meet real soon. But yeah.
That's what's up, that's what's up. Now, you segued right in, man. You talk about the crew. You want to call them out by name or something? Because my next question is really going to be in regards to the people you surround yourself with.
Yes.
nowadays cats think they get what I call beaver fever. They think they can make a song, put it on YouTube, and be rich all of a sudden.
Nope.
But that's not really the way it goes. I know a lot of people that are getting hoes, what they call them janky promoters, just losing a lot of endless money, not understanding the business and how to navigate through it. How important is it to have a crew, to have a team, people around you that care about your well-being and look out for you?
It's very important, and also what you said about navigating. Study the business. You got to study your own business. People got to you got to take your time. You must take your time to learn the business. You can't rush greatness. You can't rush it. I tried too many corners. You know what I'm saying? I got stuck. You know what I mean? But you have to persevere and study the business. Study your craft as well as an artist, as a musician. But study the business too is very important. You can't cross corners. You got to study the business, keep it through. I've been doing this for 11 years, pursuing this craft as a business for 11 years, and pursuing this craft as an artist for over 30 years, playing music over 30 years. And my crew is important because you have to surround yourself with people that love the same thing you do, and also share the same energy, the same spirit, the same drive that you do. That's really important. But it's not easy to find the same crew, to find a good crew. But once you find that crew, you gotta stick with them, and they stick with you. Okay. You gotta be true to them, and they be true to you.
And there's only two of us.
Right now, there's only two of them.
You've accomplished a lot. Would you mind sharing some of the things that you've accomplished? I know that I've accompanied you. We're working on biography, music videos, all kinds of things. Would you like to share some of those things you've done where people can go and social media, how they can find it and see what's going on and what our time is all about? Because I know you be on ROKU, you know, Mixel, Plix TV. Don't make me start singing your song. You know that's my jam. Maybe do it.
Well, you and I worked on When You Smile behind the scenes video. So When You Smile, as far as documentaries is going, me and 2D were working on When You Smile behind the scenes to explain the journey of When You Smile. Because last year was the 10th anniversary of When You Smile. It came out last year on February the 13th of February. Took 10 years of me making that video. I did a video called Our Time. My first video was called Our Time, which is actually my company's named after my song, Our Time. So that was done in 2009. The song was produced in 2009, and the video was shot in 2011. So and the video came out on YouTube on January the 13th, 2013.
Okay.
I got other songs like We Should Go Our Ancestors. I started working on a music video a couple years ago, and I'm in transition right now because I did the festival, the Morton Community Festival. Morton Summer Jam. I also went on tour. We got a song with my band going to Africa. Then I just got back from L.A. So now I'm shifting going into working on the music video. My third music video called We Slew Our Ancestors. And you're gonna hear some of the music tonight too as well. Mine is me performing. You're gonna hear some music tonight too as well, including We Slew Our Ancestors. My friend L.L.C for Last Poet is actually one of the poets, guest poets on that song, and it produced myself and also produced by myself and my friend T.Y.M.E. We co-produced the track together, and L.L.C actually did the poem for me.
Okay, amen.
There's more stuff coming up. The video, working on the album, got a Songbirds album as well. Doing different collaborations, working with my friend Ak, his stuff. Just working in different collaborations with you, whoever else I'm working with, and planning for next year's Summer Jam and other things like that.
Okay, amen. Our time, bro. I'm black. I'm black as hell. When I read Our Time, it says Our Time, like the hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. What does it stand for? Because some people don't know if they don't have these conversations and get to know you as a person. They don't understand the motive behind the name of Our Time Entertainment and what it brings to the community.
Our Time Entertainment, the acronym, the Young Moving Earth.
That's what that means?
The Young Moving Earth. The Young Moving Earth.
Okay, see, I can't spell that good, so break it down for them one more time. What does it stand for?
The Young Moving Earth.
Yes. That's deep, bro.
It's deep meaning, yes.
That's deep.
The song, like I said, the Our Time Entertainment was named after my song called Our Time. It's about overcoming adversities within our communities and our families. And I wanted to actually just, name a company after the song. Because, I'm an activist. I believe, our people first, fighting the power for the music and trying to get stuff together, get stuff done as a black man. And trying to help my community. My community first, and also other communities too, but it's helping my community first.
Okay, amen. Now, I introduced myself to y'all. Y'all understand I own a radio station and a magazine, so we can do this all night. I'm gonna stop here in a minute, so that way we can get on with the show. But what's some of your new projects, man? Some of the songs. Where can they get some of the music that you may perform today, and who's collaborating with them? You doing all the producing? Because I know you was really stepping into that role last time you chopped it up.
Yes. You can check bandcamp.com. You can check out, well, first of all, you can check out my music at youtube.com/C.E.O. That's my YouTube page, youtube.com/C.E.O. And type in Chris Nelson at bandcamp.com.
Amen. You know I'm messed up, right? So we're gonna take questions from the audience. Anybody got any questions y'all want to know about Chris Nelson? What's his shoe size? When he gonna have some kids? Anything? Come on, somebody. What's saying? Somebody, where you at? What was that, man? What you say? I didn't hear you. I swear I heard you say something. Yeah, she wanted to know if you single, Chris. That's what I heard.
I'm married.
So somebody's gonna talk. All right, then it's your turn, brother.
Chris, you knew me since I was little, so I don't really have too many questions.
Put him on blast.
Somebody said, when you gonna get married?
Excuse me?
Somebody said, when you gonna get married?
Well, I'm actually looking for somebody real soon, so, whoever comes in my life, that's gonna be, you'll know. I'll announce it, not to the world, but to my friends, you'll know.
All right.
Waiting on somebody right now.
I appreciate you. We got another one. Tell them what your name is, man. Go ahead, brother.
My name is Spady. I'm an independent artist as well. So the question that I got for you is, what are some other ways that you fund your business outside of fundraising?
Well, I work a 9-to-5 job, so I pretty much save up for my own business. And like I said before, I ask friends and family members to support what I'm doing, like this event or going on trips. So that's pretty much how I do it. Just find a way, hustle the right way, and just work and grind and save up. Wanting to save up for different events like this. So
Can I
that's how I do it.
Can I interject with that? You have to have a job, man. If you gotta pay what you weigh, and we want to get paid to do it, but you have to be able to raise the money. You have to have a job. I work a 9-to-5, and when I was touring with Webby and Bumpy and them, that's what they call me. They didn't call me by my rap name. They called me 9-to-5 because I'm like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we could go tour. But by Sunday night, I had to have my butt back to work. And that's the one thing that we have to understand. We have to find a way to generate our own income legally or illegally, preferably legally, because then you can't spend the money either giving it to a lawyer and or you can't spend it because you're in jail. We got another question back here, Chris.
Okay.
Hey, my name
He
is
on the mic like a rapper. He a rapper. I don't know how you rap that joint.
my name is Vera, and I got a question. That's obvious, but I'm somebody that suffers from writer's block a decent bit. What is your advice to be able to get over that?
First, manifest, pray, and just write. Write anything down. Your ideas, write them down, and just go to a quiet place, special places you want to go to, and just write your ideas down, and then just write. It does not necessarily have to be a song, but just write down your ideas, write down your thoughts, and just keep writing until you get play some music, some jazz, whatever, how you flow to your own source of struggle or your own source of energy. Just write, and then just let it flow, and then get into your groove, get into your own groove. That's how you do it.
So
The best way to get past your writer's
Take
block
notes.
is be cocky. Be cocky. Don't worry about who's around you. You're gonna hurt some feelings along the way. you're gonna hurt some feelings. And sometimes, you know what? The best way to hurt feelings is go ahead and get your expression out. Be cocky. That's the best way to get past writer's block. Be cocky. If you're gonna look for words to say that someone else said, you're not in your bag. Look for words that people has not used yet, ways they can flip them words, the way they can throw them up under the bus, pull them on top of the bus, and drive that bus. Be cocky. There's nothing wrong with it. Be cocky. Knowledge of self is the best teacher. The best person to teach yourself is yourself.
That's right.
Be cocky.
That's right.
I tell Chris that all the time.
He does.
As an old man, I'm just gonna say this: be cocky, but be real. There's a lot of cats out there
Exactly.
talking about shoot 'em up, bang bang.
Exactly.
They shoot 'em up, bang banging, and they getting shot up, bang bang, and they dying. So
Preach it yourself, too.
Just
Preach
be
it
real.
yourself.
Before I ask you the two-part question, back to your thing, Vero, think about your personal life. Your experiences also will help you get over your writer's block. You know what I mean? Because most of us artists write about our experiences, so
Exactly.
reflect on your experiences. But two-part question for you, Chris.
Let's go, bro.
What inspired you to get into music, and then what inspired you to start your company?
Wow.
So, what inspired me to do music? It started in the household. My whole family is famous, pretty much. My grandfather, who I never met, his name was Dempsey Nelson Jr. He was a Tuskegee Airman. And you know how that was back in the day. He's actually the famous 8, the famous airman picture. He's on the 7th person smiling like me, like this. So he started a company called Apex back in the 1950s, and him and my grandmother, Mary Nelson, in battle. Mary Nelson battled. She and him, Dempsey, had 5 children, and the oldest was my mother, Cheryl. So they started Nelson 4 or Nelson 5. They had 5 children, and my uncle Michael was the last person that came, to birth in this world. But they went down to Florida. They had family down in Jacksonville, Florida, and Dempsey had a radio station down there, and so they had the Nelsons performing on radio way back in the day. But fast forward, Mom Phyllis Nelson, she was big overseas. She had overseas success. She had a song called Move Closer, to Don't Stop the Train, to Don't Stop, and I Like You, this song called I Like You. She had critical success over here in America, but overseas in Europe, in London, she had tons of success. Back in 2019, I was touring with the Yellow Songbird Graduation Band. We had a show at this place called the Troubadour, where Jimi Hendrix performed. And while we was there, we met some people over there in Europe, and one of the artists. I was like, you know the song, you know Phil Nelson? Yeah, Move Closer, yeah. I said, that's my aunt. So to this day, she's still big over there in Europe. So, but to me, she was my aunt. Everybody else, she was like, world-renowned, famous. And then her son, Mark Nelson, my first cousin, started the boys in the band in high school. I was a little kid. I was a little child. I was a little child. I didn't know what was going on at the time. Me and Mark Nelson were 10 years apart, and when he was in high school, I was in grade school, 8 years old. 18, he was 18, I was 8 years old, and they graduated in 09. But I actually saw them perform their first album, the first ever concerts at twice for 2 years, in 87, 88 at Kappa, the High School of Creative and Performing Arts. At that time, it was on 11th in Catherine. So, but I'm a little child. I'm not knowing what's going on, but I'm vibrating. I'm getting the vibes, getting the spirit of how it was in my family. I'm saying, because again, I didn't know who they were outside the family. They just aunt and a cousin, and not just those two, but also my cousin Kim, my sister Marlon, my cousin Tanya. My whole family is talented in music, but I'm still growing. I'm a little child. So I started in the household, I'm saying, with my cousins, with my aunts and uncles, my mother and my grandparents, my grandfather whom I did meet, Reverend Battle. Back in the day, he played the trumpet. He was also in the Air Force, and he was also in the United States United States Air Force, United States Navy. He got involved in politics, and also he was also a minister too. So it started in the household, then they went to the church, went into the streets, started dancing in the streets, developing my skills in the streets, watching the golden age of hip hop. And then my former training of music started in the church. I was watching friends of mine that started, I got in a choir. My man, Mike Reagan, his family, Ms. Robert Francis, was my first music teacher. At that time, you had different scales you had different ages to join the choir. You couldn't just join the choir. So back in the time, so I watched my friends, everybody was older than me. I was like 4 or 5 years old to join the choir. So I kind of stuck in the choir around 4 or 5. And but ever since then, I learned how to sing correctly, how to sing in parts. And just, Miss Robin, did not play. She made everybody sing correctly. You had to stay at choir rehearsal, especially for anniversaries, choir anniversaries, man, on Friday nights. My gosh, man, let me tell you, you had to be on point. There was no slacking. You had to be on point. I come from a different kind of cloth. You know what I'm saying, where you had to sing correctly. Back in those days, you wasn't getting signed if you didn't have no talent. Think about it. You wasn't getting signed if you didn't have no talent. You had to be on your craft. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it doesn't matter. It's about quantity, not quality. To me, it's about quality and quantity. If your stuff is right. So I was taught by an early age, watching people in the household, watching Miss Robin, learning from Miss Robin Francis, and from there I started singing in the choir, not just at the Baptist Church of Board, First Baptist Church of Board, but also singing in school choirs from grade school to high school to college, and then went on up down the ladder. I got serious. I started playing piano at 6 years old, 6 or 7 years old. Started singing at 5, 6 years old. I got serious as an artist at 12 years old when I saw Michael Jackson's song music video, Black and White, and Mariah Carey was out. So of course, Boys and Men came out. So yeah, I got inspired by that, by family and watching people like Michael Jackson, and then the Prince, the Stevie Wonder. This one story. When Motown 25 was actually, on air back in 1983, I watched Ray Charles. Well, he wasn't on that program, but Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles was on this program. I asked my grandmother, I said, Grandma, how can Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can sing and play, but they're blind? How can they do that? She said, there's no better way to God, you know what I mean? So, but later on, I learned how they was able to do it, because when you're blind, you have your sense, your ears and your ears and everything else, your senses heightens up. You know what I'm saying? So learning the trade and learning how they do it made me want to get into music as far as playing music. And my grandmother asked me, "You want to learn how to play piano?" Because we had an upright piano, an old upright piano, and it was like out of tune. I used to bang on the piano all the time, and so I started my formal training playing piano. At the same time, same age, age range, singing in the choir, and that's how I started. What other question you asked me?
What inspired you to start your company?
Well, I used to go out to different shows back in those days, in the first late 1990s to first 2000s. We had Unity Day in Philadelphia, here in Philly. We had a Doom Day. We still have a Doom Day, but Unity Day, other different stuff that was happening around the city. And Before that, I'm not trying to throw him in the bus, but I'm gonna tell the truth. I thought I could go straight through with my cousins, but I found out that's not the way to go. Back in the day, I didn't know how the business was. Okay, so I had to find my own way. Because the first door I thought was I was supposed to my cousin and also through my aunt. My aunt, she made a transition in 1999, and my cousin Mark, he was on his way doing what as yet, and so he hadn't had time to really, to focus on me. And this business is a shady, crazy business. So why would you bring a little child into into a crazy business like this? But as a child, I didn't understand that. So I was kind of upset for a long time until I had to learn and grow and mature enough to see and recognize and watch some videos. But getting back to your question. So because of that, I went to different places like a Doom Day to Unity Day. I'm very, very determined. So I would go behind the scenes afterwards, after concerts, and meet people, and just get numbers and connect with folks. And I felt at the time when you meet somebody that you love, the managers or somebody that you love listening to on the radio, you meet your favorite artists, or you meet those people in magnitude. I performed in front of them and sang for them, so I was out hustling, trying to get a deal at the time, trying to get signed, trying to be heard. And then somebody told me one day, "Yo, Chris, just do your own." I'm saying, still learn the business, still learn green, still learn how things are, just find my own way. I'm saying, because mind you, my cousins and my aunt, it didn't help me at the time. I'm saying, they tried, but I wasn't listening. So I had to figure out my own way by just doing that. And then by the time in high school, I learned about different open mics in the city of Philadelphia. My first open mic I went to was 21st and South Street Blues on 21st and South. From there, I met Damon Bennett, who played at the time with Jay-Z's Unplugged. He also plays with Jill Scott and many others. He's also a producer himself. A good friend of mine, a good friend of the Cruz as well. He got me on stage. He was playing keyboards, and he got me on stage, and he asked me to sit in sometime. But he was tired of playing the whole night, so he said, "You can play." He was always open for me to play, so I played. I'm saying, got into the rhythm of open mics, got into the rhythm of how things are in Philadelphia. And then from there, I learned about the 5 Spot, and then from there, I learned about the October Gallery, and just move my way up in the city of Philadelphia, through the open mic scenes. I was going there in college at the time, going to different places. Every Monday night at South Street Blues, every Tuesday night at the 5 Spot, which is no longer there. Every Wednesday night, or every Thursday night was at Dallas Palace, which now is no longer there. Every Friday night, or every first and second Fridays at October Gallery, which is no longer there no more. So, but finding out and meeting different people, and just navigate my way. And then I met this guy named Ak, who had this company called, had this show called Mic Test. And, he'll tell you about it. So yeah, just basically just going to different open mics, and then along the way, I met people like my friend Ali. We started a company called More Course Entertainment, and we did some production, learned how to produce, and then I branched off from that to Our Time Entertainment, and that's how I went.
Amen.
Come on, answer your question.
Amen.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how you remember all that.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
All the way back to the first venue. I remember I was there, bro. Listen, man, that's an amazing story, an amazing journey.
Yes.
And
It's
it
more
brings
to it,
us
though.
here, 2023, going into 2024.
Exactly.
Our Time Entertainment taking over, man, doing your thing, bro. Don't
Yes.
stop.
Thank you.
Don't stop, man. We really appreciate what your company, your business model, your integrity, and everything that is Chris Nelson, man, is doing not only for the industry, but for the youth, for your
Yes.
friends, your family, your colleagues, me, and my business. I mean, it just rubs off and it goes on and on and on forever, man. We just really appreciate that. Oh, go ahead, because I'm about to get some applause. But go ahead.
I got a few more things. Within 11 years, I teach music. I also did festivals, did my own shows, just put myself on, you know what I mean? I went to Africa performing, and there's a lot of things, but yes, hope I cover everything.
You ain't shy no more, I'll tell you that much. Boy, let it go, right?
Right?
Man, is there anything else that you would like to say, man, before we let the show go on? Because I really want to hear you play. I'm ready to start banging on the keys, and then everybody's looking at probably trying to figure out why I was like smiling and giggling to myself a little bit, but you tell some of the stories, and I remember cracking jokes. Like it's like, yeah, I was 5 years old, and I had to rehearse 12 times a day. I'm like, oh, that sounds like Joe Jackson. And it's like it flashbacks when you tell the stories, man. So,
well, I had to practice 5 times a day. My grandma made me practice 5 times a day. I want to go outside and play with my friends. Before that, I had to practice 5 times a day before I got this good.
Come on, man. We really appreciate you, Chris, man, for all that you do, man. Give it up for Chris Nelson. Our time.
Yeah.